In questions 1 through 4, we're looking at using the rule to describe what kind of transformation has occurred. So if we look at number 1, what we see is that we start with our x and y, and then they flip to y and x. When we do that, that is going to be a reflection. And that reflection is going to be over the line y equals x, because when we actually take a line or a point and we reflect it over this line, all you're doing is you're switching where your x and your y are. In number 2, what I see is that the x and the y, they switched, but one of them went opposite. That was one of our rotations that we learned. So when we did the 90 degrees, we found the opposite of the y, this opposite of this y, and then we switched them. So this is a 90 degrees, and that is counterclockwise rotation. On number 3, what we see here is that our x now is going to be moving. That's a translation. Now we just have to figure out how much did it translate. Well, if we look at this, the x is always going to be our left and right movement. So this is going to be going left or right. Since it's negative, we're kind of going towards the left where there are negative numbers. So this is a translation of left 3 units. Then in number 4, what we see here is that we start with our x and y. They stay in the same position, but one of them goes opposite. That is going to be a reflection. Now we just have to figure out what reflection that's over. The x stayed the same, so this would be a reflection over the x-axis, because x-axis, x stays the same. So reflection over the x-axis.